What's that guy?
How you doing, Bobby?
Is that how I'm doing?
Yeah.
Oh, I appreciate it. I'm doing well. How are you?
Great.
Good.
Hey, Bobby, do you say anything to the young players after week one, just in terms of, is there anything do you feel you have to say anything to the players, especially the young ones after last week's performance, or do you just kind of see how they, take in the week?
I think it's a combination of both. I think you try to let them know that it's a long season, and that wasn't a performance that we wanted to have for the first opening game. But we can't let that drag into the next week. We got to be focused on this week, and I feel confident we'll get there.
When you went back and looked at the film, just I guess especially I know it's part of their offense anyway, but kind of all the success they had throwing over the middle and stuff like that. What did you see there that you guys would need to tighten up?
I think it's just kind of getting rid of the leaky yardage, because sometimes they were catching the ball and kind of falling forward. So getting rid of that. They did a good job of kind of pushing our coverage, which ultimately led to more throws over the middle. But I think if we get tighter, make our tackles, and get some pressure, we'll be fine.
Love the shoes, by the way.
Thank you.
Thanks, I love the shoes, yeah.
Appreciate it.
Just what you've seen so far from the Lions on film, the challenges they'll present. Obviously, their offense looked really good last week as well. So.
Yeah, I mean, they do a really good job complementing the run game, with their passing game. I think the run game is really special. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to run it, 30, 40 times or whatever. I think Goff's done a really good job of his play actions, his getting the ball to his target. So, last game they just did a really good job of establishing the run, getting the ball into his playmaker's hands, and, it's a gutty win.
How encouraging was what you guys were able to do run defense-wise?
It was really encouraging. I think we have the group that can be a really good run defense, but, to me it's more so about putting it all together.
Bobby, how far away do you feel like last week's game was from where you guys want to be? Seemed like the first half was a little shaky in spots, but not overly concerning, and then the second half got away from you. How far away does it feel like after that first game?
I think we just got to make our plays. I think it's, we have opportunities out there. We had a couple things that kind of got away from us. I honestly feel like if we just lock in and focus and do the things that we're capable of doing, I think we'll be just fine.
Bobby, there's been some renewed call about all stadiums going to grass fields in the wake of what happened to Aaron on Monday night. You've played on pretty much every surface in your career. Where do you stand on grass versus turf?
I'm kind of with the players. I think there's kind of both. I personally don't mind playing on either, but I know a vast majority of my teammates, the people I've been around, want to play on grass. I think there's a lot of studies out there that shows that grass is better, but there's also a better mixture. I don't know what it's called, but it's like a mixture between real and fake grass, which could be a solution or a compromise. But, the more and more you see certain things like this, it's going to cause more questions, and people are going to want more answers, and players are going to, demand, because at the end of the day, we're the people out there playing. A lot of guys are talking about analytics and statistics and science and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, there's still people out there playing, and people should sometimes override science.
SoFi Stadium is notorious for being soft. Do you find it particularly weird or tough to play on that surface?
No, I mean, I played on it all last year, so I didn't see necessarily a problem with it. But again, that's me. Like, I didn't really see much of a difference. I would probably say the softest field is probably Dallas.
That's bad, right? Soft equals bad normally.
For the most part. I mean, I just play. So.
What's the team psyche, would you say, right now after what happened Sunday?
I would say we were locked in. I would say, you got to get that bad taste out of your mouth. You definitely didn't want to perform that way. And so you see guys more focused. You see guys on the details, and that's what it's going to take to beat this Lions team.
Is some of the blitzing you're doing like a product of how good you were at it last year with the Rams, or is that what's going on there? How much blitzing you're doing?
Probably a combination. I think we're still trying to figure it out, but we're able to do some things over there, And I need to blitz better, so I will blitz better.
They kind of knew when you were coming and how you were coming on Sunday?
Well, they knew I was gonna come for sure. I mean, they seen it for a long time, so, or at least last year. So I definitely didn't think that I was gonna come in and surprise them about blitzing. So they had a plan. They knew I was gonna be there, and they made sure there was somebody there at all times.
Is that like a timing thing? You said you got to blitz better. Is it timing or is it?
I think it's timing. I think it's hand placement. There was one time I tried to do a move and my hands didn't hit the offensive lineman the way I wanted them to. So it's a combination between timing and making sure I got my target straight.
Was Stafford, obviously he dealt with injuries and stuff like that last year. I mean, was that better than he was ever able to play last year? Or?
Yeah, he played really, really well. I mean, like you said, last year, he had a lot of injuries that he was dealing with. I think at first it was the elbow, and then it was the neck, and God knows what else. But he looks healthy. He looked really good last week.
Anything else?
Appreciate it.